Now, I also, after reviewing that last video, it got choppy around the part where I talk about how some of us had the option to join the military. Some of us medically would have never made it. Some of us with our intellectual scores doesn't mean that we're not crazy, and it doesn't mean that we don't have issues. So if you connect the two, you might want to revisit that historic history there on that. Anyways, with that being said, if you didn't join the military, you're not getting a stipend. Why do you want to review every, people's body parts naked? I mean, what is the fascination with that? I will have some accounts of disturbing situations in the last 6-7 years of manipulation in order to spy on your American citizens. And I mean, that's spying, just checking out their naked body without their consent. They're going to manipulate. Who was that? It was the press secretary for President Trump that just talked about how all the illegalities that they did to get illegal immigrants into our system by putting them through our criminal justice system. So then they become eligible for things. And I'm so glad she explained that, because that's exactly the type of fraud I've been having to report for years. Before I ever even lived at this location, there were strangers talking to me, asking me questions about people in this town and involvements. Today in 2025, as the story's been told and progressing, denial is also at an all-time high. Why is that? Because you would have to look at the ugly person you're sitting next to, the ugly person that's inside of you, that ugly person that you didn't look in the mirror at. It's going to cause you to go deeper, and you're probably going to need some help. Now, I took my education seriously. I took the oaths, the missions that I made for what I do very seriously, and I chose to go into military affairs for mental health. And why do you think that is? What do they say about the counselors? What do they say about the teachers? What do they say about the police officers, the principals, the students? Nothing new under the sun? Or are we being taught brand new things today? When I exercise the word no on these supposedly recorded lines on professional calls, not personal, they want to go ahead and make it like you're some type of insubordinate. Who do you think you're a leader of? Sir, woman, man, he, she? What are the other terms? I have to get familiar again. Me? Your job is not to be combative, providing the service that is needed. Your job is not to manipulate and project being combative on the people that need the service. That's all too triggering, disturbingly, equally as important to address. I want that person who steps up and says, why do you feel you have to address everything? Well, maybe it's so that people won't continue to hurt you. Maybe it's so that people won't continue to violate your rights, victimize you. Maybe it's so you can live a beautiful life and not be subject to everybody's ass opinions. Yeah, I had to learn that too. All of our opinions are like asses, and we all have, see, I'm going to go back to 101's basics, more for myself than anyone else.